Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ready, Set, Save. I'm your host, Mateo, and these are our lovely players. All right. Well, Ross, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Ross. I'll be playing Darian, the rogue detective, and I use he, him as my pronouns.
We'll lead.
Hello, I'm Valid, and I'm playing Ethan, who is a divine sorcerer who just got tickets to an opera, which is definitely going to. But before that, he kind of needs to get dressed, and he needs some fashion advice from Basil and Sage. I don't know how experienced they are. And both of us use he, him. Yeah, that's me.
Ray.
Hey everyone, I'm Ray. I'll be playing Basil. Both of us use he, him. I'm playing a reborn Circle of Stars druid. He had somewhat of a emotional breakdown last session. I think
Yeah.
he's recovered or probably forgotten everything.
Yeah.
Hopefully, unless of course his sister tells him what happened. But yeah.
Okay. And Cal.
I'm Cal. I use she, they pronouns. I am playing the lovely sister who's not going to tell him what happened, named Sage, who is a half elf death domain cleric.
All right. So last session, we left off with a discussion about what happened last night. And what happened last night was there was some sort of argument with Renair and the two siblings. And Renair sort of parted ways with the group. And um sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
The
Oh
book,
yes. The
mysteriously,
book.
something
Yes.
happened to it.
Yeah, they were
It,
tasked with
that book had bad juju, okay?
they were tasked with killing the head of the Emerald Enclave by the Emerald Enclave. Uh yeah, it was complicated. But anyways, yes.
Yep.
Putting her down basically. And the like the book that they were given to as an option to save this lady
Mhm.
Sage decided to burn it. And so now we ended off last session, and we'll begin this session with a knock at the door. An unexpected one.
Well, we should probably go answer it. I mean, the lock is broken, so they'll get in whether we want them to or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should really look into
Let's
fixing
open
that.
it.
Sounds great.
Open the door.
Um, you kind of expect to see someone at your eye level, but you actually just like look down.
Oh God.
Volo, is that you?
It's not Volo, but it is a
Oh,
halfling.
Oh,
hello.
I see.
Yeah, and he seems to be seems to have mutton chops and like bushy eyebrows. And he says, "Brooksley Fairkittle,
Uh,
guild representative of the Fellowship of Innkeepers."
Hi, can you say that once more, a little slower? The
He
first
says,
part, not the second part.
"Guild
Nope,
representative."
nope, nope. Before that.
Oh, Brooksley Fairkittle. He
Thank
kind of like
you.
straightens his tunic.
Brooks, very good. Nice to
so what
nice to
business
meet you.
thou hast here?
He says, "I noticed that Benvolo told me that you're interested in, getting this tavern up. Yes?
Yes.
I, I
I
laid on
guess
my
yeah,
jaw.
we
Are
are.
you friends with
Oh."
About
Volo? We
the
need
talent.
to establish that.
And he says, "Oh, I talk to him from time to time.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Not like
Uh,
very super good friends. That's good.
we're amicable."
That's how we feel about Volo too.
Wolo
Yes.
was not a nice guy, and
Hey, he did send us to Safe Loon, so at least
ah,
there's that.
okay.
He's a bit troubled.
Anyway,
He's
I
troubled.
know that you are interested in renovating, and I think the Fellowship of Innkeepers can really help you.
Ah, how
Oh,
so?
did not was not
Oh, well,
aware of such an organization.
we can gauge you to renovate the tavern and get things up and running, and we can also supply you with ale and drinks, anything that you need, provided you pay the guild fee, of course.
How much is that fee exactly?
And he says, doo 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 doo. He says, "Well, the guild fee is ranges from 25 to 100 gold
How often?
per year.
Oh, that's not that bad actually.
Yeah.
And that's
All
it.
things considered.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's
No. Hold on,
Oh,
hold on.
it was too good to be true.
Yeah.
hmm.
Paid up front, and then of course there's some other guild expenses that you'll have to pay per 10 day.
Can
How
we see your
much do
membership
you
badge?
expect that to be? Also, yes, please, membership badge. Good. Thank you, Darian. We haven't
Per
done this
10
before.
day.
You clearly have.
Payment up front.
You have a shop,
So
so.
And he says,
This
"Well, this may be a little too quick. I don't have one on me, but I'll be certain to get one as soon as possible, provided, of course, you become a member."
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't distrust him at this point. That is a 15.
Um, no. Like he's happy to. He seems pretty happy to get you into the guild.
Okay.
Yep.
Well. Um.
I strongly encourage you to join, to avoid any further harassment.
That doesn't sound nice.
mm,
Well, the guilds are the guilds, and you best learn that we are rough and tough.
have I ever heard of these guilds
Ray,
anywhere?
you're muted.
The Waterdeep guilds,
No, this specific guild of like innkeepers.
Fellowship of Innkeepers. Yeah, you've
Yeah.
heard of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Also, as he
Are
mentions
we
like tough, Sage is just gonna like start tapping on her warhammer, like, sure you are,
are
sure.
looking down at him. Hmm.
And he
are
says,
we being offered protection, or
We're
are they gonna
basically
stop harassing us?
we're being offered
I'm a bit confused.
preemptive protection from being harassed. Also,
uh,
supplies to run the tavern.
So they
and he
managed.
says,
Pretty reasonable.
"Look, your continued compliance will just make your lives just a little bit easier, a teeny bit, a bitty bit, really."
So you manage all the
Oh.
supplying, or do you only provide a certain amount of ale? Or
And he says, "Well, no, that's not quite. Um, Let me rephrase. I have friends in a different guild who will be able to supply you with your brews.
Is every
They're
guild in this
so
named
town
the
guilds?
Vintillers, Distillers, and Brewers Guild."
I
We
see.
can
can I
get a
recall
supply.
knowledge, see if I've ever heard of this secondary guild?
Sure.
Basil, why
Okay.
is everything in this town so
Oh,
confusing?
nat 20.
Bureaucratic.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, I was like,
yeah,
bureaucracy.
you've heard of the Vintillers, Distillers, and Brewers Guild, yes, but it's not unheard of for you to just, you know, hear the name of a guild and you realize it has been a guild.
You
Okay.
know, at
You know,
home,
it
at
is
home,
just very bureaucratic.
at home, you just
Yeah.
set up a stall and you start selling stuff. Usually it's trading, it's less money, we don't really deal in money.
So,
I'm so confused.
so I do have a question. So you're just gonna take our money? What about filling up forms and giving us like a
Oh, we have to go see.
certificate?
We have
Oh,
to go to the like town
well,
hall
my
whatever
job,
place, don't we?
my job here is to make sure that you fill out the fewest forms, the fewest, as I can, really.
Is that legal?
Oh yes, perfectly legal.
I don't know,
And
man.
I won't get you into any trouble with the other guilds. That's for certain. We're all friends here.
Can I insight check that again?
Yeah, sure.
The more he says it, the less I trust him.
I don't know, man. Like each word he says is
That
more
is a 19.
untrustworthy.
Perfectly
Yeah,
reasonable
you
person.
don't think he has some ulterior motive behind what
That
he's
is
saying.
surprising.
Yeah. And
Why
he
are we
says,
still
"Look,
questioning?
you need a friend in the industry, and I'll help you as much as I can, and I'll refer you to whoever you need, and I'll suggest a few names of my own. Of course, you need to be a member, and you need to pay your dues, But I'm sure that if you do, we'll get on very nicely,
Uh,
and I'll help you tons.
So what's in it for
wait,
you?
when can you have that calculated thing for us? The amount? You said 25
Oh,
to
the
100.
amount?
Large range.
Right. Well, I'll give you a good amount once I just scope out the place, see how much this tavern's worth, and how good it'll be.
As a warning, we've yet to entirely fix up the place. We're still working on that.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's no worries. I heard the tavern was haunted.
It's
Well,
not.
oh, that's great. You being adventurers, I half expected that you would,
Get
exercise
that.
the place. So that's good. That's very good.
Also, Ethan,
So
you coming?
if I step in right now, there won't be any trouble. I won't get hurt. There won't be any harm on little
Oh
old
no,
me.
no.
Oh,
I
No,
doubt
no,
that.
no.
Probably
No.
Please
not.
come
great.
in. Please
No,
come in.
Um.
we don't bite.
At least not
Oh,
yet.
I'm not worried about you, lass. Worried about spirits. Spirits baiting. The cold air, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
we
The
still want
the
spirits
spirit
on
that
the
was here
crowd side.
just wanted to be a tavern again, so he was happy to leave us alone.
So there's still a spirit?
No, it's gone. It left when we said
Oh,
we would make it a tavern again. It seemed pretty happy and left us alone. So
but the spirit isn't dead.
it's a spirit. It doesn't die.
Just
Well,
relocated.
I'm assuming it
Follow
moved
the
on.
okay.
what?
Unless you're
Hmm.
referring to its original status.
Yeah, and he pulls out
Oh yeah, the
like a
body. We
he
never
pulls out
dealt
like
with.
a notepad and like a quill and begins like furiously writing things down with like a sour expression on
Can
his
I
face.
can I see? I'm taller than him. Can I see what he's writing by looking down over?
No, he
Um
came to the inspection. We didn't clean up.
Uh, it
He's
Look
depends on
short.
how
great.
you want to do it. So if you want to do it sneakily, you can make like a stealth check. Or if you want to do it, I guess obviously just to assure yourself you know what you know what he's seeing.
Oh yeah, she's not
Yeah, so you
trying
know
to
what he's
hide the
writing.
fact that she's doing this, because he
Oh, okay,
doesn't
yeah.
overly seem to be hiding the fact that he's writing
Yeah,
anything.
just
So
just make a just make a perception check to see like how much of it you read just at
ooh,
a quick
that
glance.
Can,
is a 22.
Okay. Um
can Basil quickly slink off to try to see whether he can get the rats outside the cupboards before he goes for inspection?
Good plan.
okay.
I was going to mention
Um
the rats, and then I thought the dude might dislike that fact.
if you want to
Yeah.
stealth if you want to go away unnoticed, you can make like a stealth check.
What do you mean? They're
Yeah.
Remy. He's Ratatouille, you know.
Yeah, as he's looking down at his pencil and
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm gonna
at his
think of like,
quill and notebook.
yeah, like not like uh like
He's got a
comically
portable
sneak off
notebook.
like you know when he's not looking, kind of have a look.
Too busy
Uh,
preoccupied with Sage just trying to read.
that's a, that's a natural one. That's a 3.
Okay. So, a kind of like a Buster Keaton sketch. You make off, but there's like a plank that's kind of like lobbed upwards, and you kind of trip on it, and with it, like you rip the plank out of the floorboards, and you just like tumble, like with the plank just making a shit ton of noise, and he just like looks up. But you made a great enough distraction that Sage, you can like take a few more seconds to just read what he's written
Perfect.
down, and he doesn't even notice that you're looking. It's like he's like looking, and he just like yeah, he just shows it to
It's the
you.
like when you're like, what? What's going on? Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So this is what's written down. Um, vague on disposal on vague on disposal of spirit.
Next thing,
As he turns back, I'll be like, Basil, are you okay over there?
I feel a thumbs up.
Amazing. Also, I can very much assure you that the spirit's gone. We're still working on some other things. The spirit is entirely gone. We've dealt with it in its
Is
entirety.
that a plank I see on the floor there?
That was my brother trying to walk
I,
and
I,
comically failing.
Oh, well, lad, let me help you up. And he like moves forward. Um,
yeah.
And as he moves forward, like he doesn't notice the like plank opening in the floorboards, and he like steps into it. And now like a short halfling is now shorter, is like his leg is like completely submerged into the floor.
Uh-oh.
I told you
That's
we
a
were still
fixer upper.
Oh!
renovating. I told you we were still renovating.
And he says, "Oh!" As he like gets back up. The whole tavern is not in this state of disarray, is it?
I mean,
Not
no, my
really.
brother just made the hole in the floor. The
You
rest of it
Yes.
does not have that problem.
you wouldn't want any customers getting gobbled up by the floor here.
No, like I said, disrepair. We're working on it. What part
All
of that
You
right.
have
did
you yet
see
to
the
understand?
facade, correct?
Sorry.
You did see the facade, correct?
Yeah, you have seen all
What
the
facade?
boards on the
The
windows and the broken glass and
yeah,
the
the
lock of
broken
lock,
Yeah.
windows
lock
And
on
he
the
and
said,
door.
"Look, I've seen disrepair, and I just thought, well, maybe the floorboards would be sturdy, but I didn't think getting in here I'd be gobbled up by the frickin' floor."
I would
You
also note you
see,
should probably watch where you're walking because you did in fact also just walk into the hole.
you
Well,
see,
it's not.
We
we
Yeah.
were, we were making an inn of like of a bit of a theme, like animals, dinosaurs, they eat you up, that's an adventure for the customer. What do you think?
And he like thinks long and hard before he says, "Mm, "No, no, far too dangerous, really."
We might just stick with the general tavern theme.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
just keep
Well,
And
in
it'll
mind
be
it's
my
a
job to make sure that you do.
yep, okay, let's keep
And he puts
moving.
on
keep in
a
mind
he
it's
puts
a
on an
construction
unnaturally
site.
stern face when he says that.
Sure, sure, buddy. I have
guild
such
rep.
an urge to pat him on the head, but I know that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
My
Let the
urge is.
guild rep be.
Yeah. So
Good
the
point.
rest of this, like you can see that he's like he obviously knows what he's doing. He does things with like an air of professionalism and like an air of just expertise. Like the way that he opens the cask, he does so cautiously but quickly. And then he tastes a little bit of it, and he says, "Oh, vinegar. Okay, well we'll have to deal with that then." And
Does that mean
he
he's in the
analyzes the
basement?
windows. Hmm?
Did he go into the basement?
Well, yeah, he walks past the cellar door and he says, "Oh, uh,
We've covered the body, right?
anything
We've
down
covered the
there?"
body.
We did not deal with the body. We
We
Uh,
covered the
were.
body, right?
No, we
the
didn't. We didn't do
basement.
anything with it. We left it
It's
Uh,
got a
there.
rat infection.
No, the
what?
rat. Nothing's.
Oh, I know of a guild that'll be really good to handle your rat infection. Don't worry.
I don't think the
Another
It's
rat would
guild?
like
perfectly
that.
fine.
I don't think the rat would like that.
What are you tavern owners caring about the rat's feelings? Please,
You see, we
rats
thought
are vermin that should be exterminated. Silly, come on.
we were
The
going
rat
for
has
the
mind of its
jungle
own.
vibe.
All right. Well, time to go to your cellar, see what you got down there.
So,
Okay.
Do we?
as a bit of a warning, remember the
Right.
whole spirit problem thingy that we mentioned earlier, but we had gotten rid of it. Yes, we've gotten rid of the spirit. However, the
Spirits
body.
not down. Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh.
the guy died from things falling on him in the basement. We haven't exactly had the time to get rid of his body. In the fact that we were dealing with getting rid of his spirit, we felt one was more important than the other. So it's still there. We're going to fix that.
Okay. Well, there's a guild of dung sweepers that could take care of the body down there. I could refer you to them if you want. Really?
And how much is just bringing in each of these guilds to fix up the place gonna
Yes.
cost?
Yes.
Well, most of them are just one-time payments, really.
How much?
I think that all these renovations with all the guilds and everything will total you probably around a thousand GP. Sorry, 1,000 gold is what he says. But he also says you also
Can you say
have to
less than I thought?
contract these guilds with licenses and all that stuff.
Full
So
cost.
that'll total you a little bit more, maybe 250 gold on top of the 1,000. Yes. And then you have your regular expenses, that type of stuff.
I mean, going off of how much money people offer us to do things in this town, this really doesn't feel like enough money.
Well, it will be in the long run, I assure you.
Oh
So
no, believe me,
better
I'm fine
think
with
of
you.
this place as an investment, really.
Yeah, not that much money. Sage's only recollection of money, and I guess Basil's, is probably Waterdeep, and the fact that we've been getting paid like a heck ton of money.
1,000 gold. That's a lot of money for me as well.
Well, a trip
We
to
don't
the
think it is.
cellar is all I need to complete this piece of the puzzle.
Sounds good.
Really.
Hey, we warned him.
Yeah.
Okay, go on ahead. Go on.
He's had adequate
Yeah.
warning.
The
It's not our
short guy
fault.
just wanders inside.
Should we follow him just in case?
And you can hear a scream.
Yeah, saw that coming.
And he says, "Oh, pardon me, pardon me." Yeah, and you can hear something else, like some racket, as if like a cask accidentally like fell over.
Should we help
Um,
him or lock him in there?
and he says, "Oh, don't mind me, don't mind me.
Seem like a decent fellow.
Sage
This
will
is
just
all part of the plan."
Sage will just slowly close the door for a second.
And he says, "Why is it getting dark down here? Do you have a torch?" Yeah. And he says, "Oh, no, lass, keep the door open. Keep the door open.
Ah, okay, fine. You
I
can't
need
see.
some."
Wait, you can't see in the dark?
No, I cannot.
Oh, that's sad.
I'm visually impaired.
Darian, can you see in the dark?
Not too well.
That's sad.
But I you know, I'm light on my feet. I'll work it around. Won't bump into anything.
You can hear him coming back up, and he says, "Yes, we'll need to do a bit of that and a bit of this. Yes, do that. Great. All right. I'll refer you to many guilds. Do you have a pencil, paper, anything?
Yeah, I do.
I'll write it
I have
down. I'll write it down for you.
I have paper in my bag. I take it out and I take a
Oh,
quill.
perfect. Great. All right. Well, looks like your plumbing isn't doing very well, so I'll have to refer you to the Cellars and Plumbers Guild.
Ugh.
They'll probably charge you around 100 gold. Then you've got the Guild of Glassblowers and Glaciers and Spectacle Makers. Yes, they'll make all the sort of tavernware that you'd expect. They'll renovate the glass on the windows. They'll do all of that. That'll probably cost you around 250 gold.
Wow, you just keep on adding the money, huh?
I mean, is this a
No.
breakdown of the 1,000 GP you told us? Or is this like...
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's... Yeah.
Uh,
Ethan, breakdown of the money.
I
You'll
see.
need to contact the carpenters, roofers, and plasterers guild.
I think we know a carpenter, don't we?
They'll repair the roof and walls. And then you'll need to contact the Guild of Fine Carvers, because you need a new sign.
How much for the carpenters?
The carpenters is 250 and the sign is 50. You'll also need to make some service deposits with the Launderers Guild for 100 gold, the Dung Sweepers Guild for 25 gold, the Loyal Order of Street Labourers to clean up everything else, 50 gold, and the Stable Masters and Farriers Guild for 10 gold.
This is all for 1 year. Yes.
Yes. And then for supplies, actually, he mentioned glass for like the wares and stuff like
Yes,
that.
yes.
Scratch that. That was actually just only for the windows. But he says, You'll need to contact me, the Fellowship of Innkeepers. You'll need to pay your dues, and
Yes.
my help does not come freely. It comes at a cost, of course.
How much for the stable masters again? Sorry, keeping track.
10 gold.
Oh, that's not much. Okay.
The Fellowship of Innkeepers, that'll be 75 gold. Distillers, vintillers, brewers, that'll range from 50 to 1,000,
That
depending
seems like
on
a
what
big
you want to
range.
make.
Yeah.
Yes. And the Guild of Butchers, if you're going to be serving meat, well, that'll be 3 gold per delivery. And then, of course, you've got the Baker's Guild. That'll be, well, depends on what you want to make with the Baker's Guild, of course.
Do you have an estimate generally for a place of our size
Oh, around 25 to 100.
per delivery, similar to the butchers?
No. That'll be just as a one-time expense.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of stuff.
Basil, I never knew running a business was this complicated.
It is.
Only in Waterdeep, lass.
Maybe we should hire someone to do this for us.
Well, that'll be me. If
Oh
you
yeah,
want.
you deal with
Oh.
all of that. If
Oh,
you guys
Sure.
need
Give
to.
you the money. So
Well,
we
I'll
just
have to
give you
upcharge
the
you a
money.
little bit there. I'll have to ask for 100 gold.
Honestly, I think the extra 25 is worth it for us not having to deal with this.
Ah,
Oh
perfect.
yeah.
You still have to do the job interviews, of course.
Job interviews.
I cannot make those decisions for you
What? Sorry.
yourselves.
What's a job interview? We usually just
Oh.
go places people offer us money to do stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
for
I
the.
see. You'll need to be hiring some bartenders, barmaids, and cooks. Yes. And you'll need to interview them. Interview. It's a word that describes the process of asking questions and seeing whether a candidate is a good enough fit for the job.
And
Do
you
you think
expect
maybe we
us
should?
to know that?
We come from a place where
And he
if there's a
says,
bartender, there's
well,
one of them.
Ethan, do you
I'm
know
not
that?
running your place for you there.
Sadly.
You do
Hmm.
have to make some more decisions than A, of course.
Ethan,
On those fronts.
Yes.
do
And
you know how
then
interviewing works?
It's a bit of complicated, but you ask them questions to discern whether they're good people or bad people. Maybe we can poach Bonnie from the yawning portal, and
No.
maybe she can.
No.
Why not? I think
She's
she'll be the.
quite the famous barmaid, if you ask me.
Yeah, and
Yeah, no, she wears me out. I don't like her.
Many of the employees at the Yawning Portal are top tier, really.
Yeah,
I
let's
I
pick a
think-
wouldn't
different one.
compare yourselves to them.
Bonnie likes to stare at me. I don't know why. It freaks me out.
I'm envisioning a modest business, really.
but I think we should go for the supreme a competition to yawning
Look,
portal.
look. We have to
Oh,
start
really?
somewhere,
Hmm.
Ethan.
Baby step.
You start somewhere and you work your way up. I think. I hope.
Let's make some
isn't
money
this place
first.
quite large for a tavern, Nor?
We're only using the base floor
Not
of the tavern.
really. No, not really. The base floor is just the tavern, as the last put it, yes.
I would like to continue living in our house, personally.
Now,
Also, secondary question, are they going to repair the entire house for like the windows and the walls and stuff, or just this floor?
yes, this is for the entire house.
Amazing.
So
Also,
we're
we need
living
a
at
new
a
lock.
tavern. Is that what you guys saying?
I mean, that was. What did you think
Yes.
we were doing?
I thought we were
Tavern,
converting
but
the whole thing into like a tavern slash inn.
No!
yeah, but then those
Where do
the
we live
innkeepers.
then?
I didn't think of that part. I mean, at all. We would
We
just
don't
live at
have
a.
lodging in Waterdeep.
Yeah, spend all money doing that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with living in your place of business.
No,
Yeah.
Barry does it. Is
Of
it nice?
course, yes.
Well,
I still think we should
you
get
know, you wake
Bonnie.
up
I
where you
think.
work.
No.
Not Bonnie.
Someone else who doesn't stare at us like we're
I will
insane.
say,
I think she's just
I will
like
say, I feel
thinking
like
too
you're
much.
leaving out a very important part,
Oh, yes, Darren?
Mr. Guild representative.
Of
Um,
course.
do you know anyone to help them pay their taxes? Because
Oh, yes, the head tax. That comes around every 10 day, and that's 1 gold per person. Residing, of course.
What's taxes?
Yes.
Oh god, the
There's a
taxes.
head tax that you must pay every 10 day, and the city watch comes at your door. They knock and they count that they do a head count of people that reside.
Okay, but what's the point of it?
Oh,
well,
Taxman charges
Waterdeep would
what?
not be as rich as it is without the
Yeah,
head
but our
couldn't
town
tax.
have put
survived
it.
just fine without that.
Well, this is a big, big city, lass. The city of splendors. You walk around and you see all these beautiful sights. That kind of splendor. It's backed by money. Money collected by the fine people of Waterdeep. Taxes.
Basil, do you ever regret answering Jalister's letter?
Sometimes.
Today's
Oh,
one
Different
of
you
those
know,
times.
days.
you know Jalister Silvermane.
Oh yes, we
Yeah,
do.
Oh,
he's a good friend of
oh,
ours.
These are for
I know him too. Yes.
You
Okay.
seem quite to be connected with people.
Why do you
you
know
are quite
Oh,
the
Jalister? How do you know Jalister?
well,
Yeah.
I frequent the yawning portal from time to time to collect dues, of course.
That makes sense.
Ah.
Are
Such a
they are
hefty
they a
tavern
part?
must collect a lot from
Are
me.
they a part of this guild?
Yes, of course. There is no inn or tavern in Waterdeep that is not part of the Fellowship of Innkeepers. And it's my job to make sure that it stays that way.
You do a
Um,
damn fine
with
job then, actually.
with your work specifically, is there any other inns you've worked on before that maybe we've heard of? Or
Well, the Yawning Portal for a start, the Inn of the Thirsting Wench, the Scared Dragon, any inn pretty much in Waterdeep I've probably frequented from time to time.
he's an experienced hand then.
Well, I am the guild representative.
Alright. Do we agree with him? Can we just pay him the money? Like I feel like how much money do we have first of all?
I mean,
Can we like
we have party gold, and then we each have money. So like
that's a
in
good point.
in gold or like in money we've yet to distribute. We should also probably maybe, anyways. We have 130 copper pieces, 53 silver pieces, 100 gold pieces, and 66
Uh
platinum.
and how much is
He wants
platinum? What is platinum
660.
coins?
platinum is just,
Platinum is half a gold.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry, no,
Platinum
it's
cost
No,
10
no, it's,
10
gold.
gold.
yeah,
Platinum
it's
is
10
10.
gold. Yeah.
10
10 gold.
gold.
Yeah.
I've never
Electrum
seen
is
platinum.
anyways,
So we have like 700.
I mean, we only have to currently give you the guild fee, right?
Of course. I need to be paid for my work, of course.
We could
Yes.
just give him that 100 GP we've yet to distribute anyway.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ethan,
Uh sure. I could and I do have 250. Wait, why do I have 160 platinum? I think I have 250 gold.
I have
Yeah.
149 gold right now. I bought an item at some point. Anyways, we could just give, but we have 100 gold that we've yet to distribute. Like, we didn't divide amongst ourselves. So we could
Ah,
just
all
give him
right.
that. Because then we don't
We
have to
should, we
figure
should.
out the division.
All
And so, do
right.
you handle the quotes as well when the
Quotes?
guilds come and determine the pricing? Are they going to send those to you or to us?
They will send it to me. If there is a difference, I'll pay you back. But I would like to um, keep my tools out of borrowing or loans, really. The guild does not like to operate on IOUs. Use.
Okay.
Understandable.
So I mean, in how long will it take you to get like those quotes that we have to pay the other people for?
Probably a 10-day.
Oh, perfect. That gives us enough time to go get the money, most likely.
Sounds great. I'm just totaling the gold here.
You said around 1,000 plus 250, didn't you?
I'll give you the exact amount.
Ah, amazing.
Um. hmm. He'll do. He'll do. Um. He'll do this. Uh, so yeah. So he'll say, on the low end, with the Ventillers, Distillers, and Brewers Guild, only for 50 gold. That'll total you to 1,085 gold. But of course, they probably charge much more. So on the high end, you'll probably be expecting around 2,035 on the very, very high end.
Jeez.
Depending on demand, of course,
Does that
and how
include?
much brew you want.
Yes. Does that include the licenses and the amount of money we have to pay you, or no?
The 1,085,
Yes.
that'll include the licenses.
Not what
Yes.
we're paying you. Perfect.
No.
Okay. That's fine.
Well, that includes what you're paying me as well.
Oh,
As
okay,
well.
perfect. So we can
Yes.
subtract 100 off of that because we're giving you 100 now before you leave.
This is gonna
Great.
be expensive. Maybe
Is
we should
it?
take a loan,
Are you
but I
sure?
don't think we have credit score.
Ethan, the other dude promised us like 5,000, 1,000, 5,000. I can't entirely.
5,000.
Yeah, 5,000
But
to do that thing. So I feel like we surely have enough money.
I will say that guild expenses will total around 10 gold per 10 day.
That's fine.
hopefully we can make
Makes
enough
the city
profit.
seem generous.
If you run a modest establishment, I can guess that you will make enough in profit, yes.
What
Perfect.
about if we done a non-modest?
Weren't you the person who said you wanted to be above modest?
Did I say that?
Yes, you said you wanted to compete with the yawning portal.
Yes, I did, but yeah.
Look, what is your name? And he asks you, Ethan.
Aiton, yes, that's my name.
My dear Ethan, I often, as a child, compared myself to the stars. But then one day I realized that I was grounded. Really, I was grounded. What you're after
Poor,
is a fairy tale. Really. And you must
poor.
learn that as soon as you can, soon as possible.
All right. I mean, you didn't have
You'll
to
realize.
like destroy kids' dreams, Mister.
Ethan, I
And
didn't
he's,
know this was one of your dreams.
I don't know. Everyone wants to become rich in the city of splendors, me included.
Once again, Basil, I vaguely regret coming here.
Mhm.
It's worth
Simple
spending.
life.
well, there's the easy way, of course. Being lawless, getting together with the Zentarim and the Xanathar, of course. Being lawless, that's the easy way. And the hard way is the lawful way. Being on the good side of the guilds.
I
Around this
see.
time, a neuron sort of pops up in Basil's head. And he suddenly remembers that they had a meeting with the Zentarum, which he totally
We also talked to the
which everyone
Xanathar.
totally forgot.
Oh yeah, that. We also had a whole conversation with Xanathar.
But of course, the easy way is tremendously risky.
I vote we just give him 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest way in
Yeah, and he
actually.
and he and he begins to like ramble on.
To be
He's
honest,
like,
I don't
Uh,
think the
I'd
Zentarum and
ask,
Xanathar like us.
yeah, and he's like, I'd ask myself, look, is that really worth, you know, A lifetime in prison? Really? He keeps blathering on.
Okay, well, I shall get his money.
One thing, mister. I was just wondering if you could put out posters for us for, wanted help for bartenders and things like that.
That's a thing.
Um,
That'll cost you 25 gold for advertising. That has to go through another guild.
That's
So I
uh,
including
should so
printing.
I should add that to the amount that you gave us then?
you know what?
Yes.
Okay.
Guild
What
of
about,
advertisers and printers and newspapers.
By
you
any
know what?
chance, could we do it for 15? Because then we get a really nice number.
And he says, hmm.
I just want the low end to add up to 1,000. Okay?
And he says, my dear lass, in business, life is full of inconveniences.
That's not an
It's
inconvenient.
25.
Oh, fine. I like you
So
slightly
who of
less.
us will be interviewing? I think Dorian would be a good choice. What do you think?
Yeah, Darian! You should interview.
Yes.
I can't say I've interviewed people before, but
You own a shop. You generally know what you
Ugh.
want someone to be like working there. So, right?
in theory, if I were to hire someone to manage affairs, I spend most of my money. So, and he
Yes.
just like motions to his like little sword cane, with its like embroidered silver on it. I spend most of my money. I couldn't imagine spending it on someone else. To what would they even do?
Apparently, taverns are very, very advanced businesses. Perhaps we should have tried
Mm.
something easier first.
I mean, I would think you would like help us with background checks.
Well, a
See,
background
Oh,
check is nothing.
well,
That's
running
I
a
can do that
tavern
work
is a
for you.
great first business. Really.
is
It'll
it?
get you on the good side of the guilds.
Yeah, you care about the
And then they
guilds.
may give you discounts in the future for your second
Ooh.
or
Once again,
third.
so want to smack the gold into him. I'm not going to. Hey, look! Do you want your gold?
Yes, please.
Fine, I will give it to him. I will not hold it meanly above his head.
I'll give him 25 gold from my pockets to help like advertise for like help
Oh.
wanted
Oh, sure.
So
bartenders.
I should subtract the 25 gold I added to the total.
Yes, I'll do it from my money.
There we go.
Your dues are greatly appreciated.
Mostly
I'll set up
appreciated.
the. Hmm. When should the interviews be conducted? Maybe day after tomorrow. I don't know.
Wait, shouldn't we wait until things have been
Wait,
renovated?
wait.
Right?
No,
Ah,
I would say
there's no
maybe
rush.
7 days.
7 days.
Give it
ah,
some good room.
Okay.
yeah. They should send us their resumes. Although I can't read
What's
these
a
resumes.
resume?
I don't. You see,
Basil's Sage have no idea what these things are.
I was discussing with Rene one time, and he was talking about jobs and stuff, and how I should get one of them. But and he sent me some kind of paper with qualification and things like that.
Once again, we just people come to us. We show up. They tell us to do something. We do it. We get money or other things.
Yeah.
But let's. It's hard to explain. It's just a paper.
And
Sometimes you can't.
Why does it matter?
last but not least, I would like your names.
Ethan, I'm sure you've heard me, and you crushed my dreams.
Look,
I am Basil.
it's part of the business, pal. Don't take it personally. This would have happened with any other guild, trust me. They're
I see.
vicious. Vicious.
Vicious.
Ethan who?
Uh,
Oh
Just
no. Time to
can I
pull
leave
up.
it like
No,
that?
time to pull up the Neverwinter last name. Come on, Ethan, do it.
I
Never,
Do it.
never.
Never
I
Amber.
Never Ember, yeah, sorry.
Sitting on that.
Come
Never.
on. Never Ember, come on.
Sir, now's no time for jests,
He's
sir.
not lying. He's
I
really.
must remind you that impersonating a noble, it'll get you heavily fined and perhaps in jail. It's a crime, you know.
I promise you he's
I
not
cut it.
lying. It's true.
No.
No, Sage. I cut across and said,
Never ember.
"Apologies, Gilrip. We were recently reading about Lord Neverember,
Yeah.
and my cousin here was making a joke.
No,
His
keep
name is Ethan Ravenvale."
no. I refuse. You guys
No,
will
my name
ask
is not
for
Ravenvale. Please, no.
Sage.
It's
No,
No,
Sage
but
was with you. His name is Everember.
uh
oh no, we do
I
not agree
mean
to this
He's
fact.
you
not
can
impersonating a noble. It is his name.
I pull out the slip. Should I pull out? Nah, actually not.
Don't do that part.
Yeah.
You can ask for Nair. Never Ember. He will tell you.
Have you heard of Renat, by the way,
Yes,
Mister?
I have heard
Yeah,
of Renared
half brother.
Neverember.
Half
You can
He's a
brother.
ask
friend
him.
of the Black Staff of Waterdeep, the highest mage in the city. He rescued her. Without Renair, you wouldn't have Vakra so far as your Black Staff.
Interesting.
Who's
We should talk to Renair about that because we need to go there. Um.
uh about that?
So, Ethan Neverember. Well, I hope that my fellow co-workers won't laugh at that, but we will see what they say and what they think. But if you insist, then, well, all I can give you is a warning, really.
I hate
Okay,
using that surname too. So
all right. Well, next, you detective. Yes.
Yes, I'm Detective Darren. I don't believe I'm on the deed,
Oh,
but
I figured. Yes,
Honestly, none of
you
us are
own
on the
that
deed yet.
business down the street.
yes.
Right. Okay. Uh, great. Darian who? Darian.
Darien Stonecracker.
Oh, Stonecracker. Stonecracker. He doesn't laugh, but I will. Um. Uh. And he says, "All right. Are you the bookish Phil?"
That's a descriptor.
uh, my name is Basil Ravenvale, and this is my sister,
Oh.
Sage Ravenvale.
Oh, I heard about Ravenville. Terrible, terrible.
we
The
don't
Happenstance.
talk
news.
about that. We
Look,
don't talk about that,
the
my man.
news. The news lied. We already talked to Renair about this. The news lied. They made it
Oh,
up.
well, it's dark times in Waterdeep. Fake news is abound. That's what they call it, you know. Fake news, fake
Yes.
news.
See, he knows what it's all about. Renair didn't. He does.
Mm, well, and you,
He said my
lass?
name.
Oh, Sage, Sage,
Yes.
yes.
Same last name.
Right.
We are siblings.
Basil and Sage. How cute. Oh, so endearing.
Yes, our parents were
It's
quite creative.
like a fairy tale.
Or a nightmare, you know. You have options.
All right. Yeah, and as he walks out, he rambles some more about how lucky you guys are to have him as your spokesperson.
Well,
Were there other options, by the way, other than him?
I
You?
mean, probably going to the Xanathar or the Zontera.
No,
Or
but
just
like
trying to topple the guilds and do it
I presume
ourselves.
there must be other guild members who have their own like kind of like he's technically an agent for the guild, right? So
Yeah,
maybe there's
exactly.
another agent.
Yeah, maybe they might. Yeah, they could be like competing with each
I
other.
don't know, he seemed
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
he says once more that the other guilds are vicious,
Look,
and
I think we've chosen the least shady guild member we could have gone with. So
Yeah.
and he says
Yeah,
it takes a certain type of person to deal with them,
oh, I agree
and
with
you've
that.
got the right person.
I
I
agree.
trust.
Hey, he didn't lie to us, as far as I'm aware. So,
Yeah, you're talking to him with his back behind you. He's like walking
oh no, we're
away
talking
as
to
you
each
say
other.
this.
We aren't talking to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah. And he closes the door, but a little harder than what he would have liked. And then you guys all notice in, I guess, dismay as he closes the door and the door just falls over.
Does it fall on top of him?
No, it falls away from him.
Good.
Oh god.
I said we
Oh,
needed to get that door fixed.
sorry about that.
Yeah, not your fault. You're fine.
not no worries at all.
So what
Well,
now,
that'll be
guys?
the work for the carpenters and roofers and plasters guild. As he like continues walking.
Well, shall we go deal with our job that's going to make us the money to be able to pay for this?
Uh, hmm.
Seems so.
I mean, the book's gone, so we only really have one option now.
But killing the lady, I don't know. I'm not up to that
I mean,
challenge.
it's less kill. It's mercy. Like, she's in pain.
It's mercy. I think she's been cursed,
Like,
So
right?
we're gonna.
she's
Perhaps
been ill for a year. How would you feel if you were in unwavering agony for a year with no way to feel any better?
Still, maybe there was a way to save her through the books, but
It's gone. Couldn't tell you.
perhaps.
it's gone. Maybe we should look for the book.
You see the door, right? Sage like
Also,
We
points
can
to the open doorway, being like, "I hate to break it to you. Our house is extremely easy to break into. I wanted to get a lock. We didn't get that far."
uh, unfortunately, I do not even have a spell that would fix this. Uh,
do you have mending? You know the mending spell? I do have that out of character.
Oh, you have the mend. Perhaps you can mend the door, Basil. Please, I beg of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna like slowly lift it up, and then tattoos in my arm light up as the sort of symbol of the hammer, constellation of the hammer appears, and it slowly starts coming back together a bit there. So it's not perfectly fixed. Mending does that, especially in this kind of crafts, but it works. It's a door still.
Yeah, you can repair it 1 foot at a time.
Yeah,
Well, and yeah,
one minute.
all you need to repair are the hinges, right? So you can do. There's 3
Yeah,
hinges. So yeah,
but still, it's kind of flimsy because what the hinge
uh,
is attached to is it's still old wood and stuff, right? So
yeah. It does
before we
cast a.
leave,
Yeah, it casts for a minute, but we've got minutes.
yeah, yeah, I stay there, slowly.
Okay.
before we leave, Renee gave me these tickets to the opera, a performance, and I think we should go
Oh,
visit. To chill out.
I've never heard of.
Although I
Okay,
think we should
yeah,
dress up a bit.
Perhaps you should go, Ethan. He
Just
didn't
me.
what is
exactly
that?
leave us on the best terms last night.
But
But
Sage,
he did give 4 tickets. I would say,
Sage, I've
He
read all
he
about these operas in books, and of course, we never had any in the village. But
Basil,
I'd love to see an actual.
Basil, we will go another time.
he did say that like you can invite your friends, but what he said, don't mention me, and he also said you alone can go to the booth
oh, okay.
and
In
talk to
that
them.
case,
Yeah,
I won't mention. Actually, I won't mention this at all. In that case,
you won't mention Renair.
not anything about this tickets fact. In fact, I'll just mention that since it's happening tomorrow, right? Or technically today.
It can happen. Yeah, any day of the like. It's every day. Like it's doing a run.
Yeah.
So
Ah, I see. So it's not like something. It's urgent, right?
yeah, no, it's not.
Okay.
For
In
all
that
you
case,
know, it's running every day of the next 10 day.
okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good. In that case, yeah. Fine.
Well,
yeah.
All right. We should do this job, although I'm not keen on it at all.
So actually, let me remind you guys of what threads I would say we currently have open for the foreseeable future. So this is what we've got. So there are still a few shops that you haven't seen in the alley, but I mean, um, that's up to you if you want to see them. Uh, there's the the Zentarim thing, like the ambush. Maybe that will manifest itself over the
that
coming
happened.
days. Yeah, it already happened, so um you might see the outcome of that. Then there's Sage's thing at the Yawning Portal. And then there's Basil's thing, I guess, and Sage's thing, with the Emerald Enclave. And so for that, you already have one totem actually. Um, So the other two, one is with the was entrusted to the Black Staff uh, at Force Grey or Black Staff Tower, and the other, the other, you can find in a Scarecrow in Undercliff. And then Athan, you have your meeting with the Zentarim
Which
because you
I
asked.
probably reneged, I think, to be honest. After like I feel like that happened before Zentrum kind of ambushed us, right? So I wouldn't want to go
Well,
back.
that was the bad Zentarim, not the good one.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, there are
We
two
have the hyena
sets.
totem, yeah?
You
Yeah,
do.
From the
I
children.
think so.
Yeah, from the children.
Okay.
You also found that in the bag. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, okay.
mhm.
Okay.
That in
We
there.
kept that. We gave them the rest of the stuff.
Yeah. I assumed you kept it because I described kind of like a magnet. It was attracted to
Yep.
Basil's hand.
Cool.
Yeah, so you do have
I
the
vote
hyena
we
totem.
go get the other two totems because we do kind of need the money quite quickly to be able to pay for the renovations to open a tavern.
Yes.
I could use some money too.
Oh yes, Darian will definitely get a cut. There is a lot of money here. So much money. Is money really doesn't feel rare with the amount people are paying us.
Oh yes, and you also have the morning meeting with Volo to actually have a magister witness the transfer of property.
We
Maybe we should
should
do
go
that
do
first,
that.
real quick.
Yeah.
Darren, would you like to join us?
For sure.
On
All
our
right.
way.
So, you
We're
see
off to
Volo
see the
just outside of
wizard.
just outside of the courthouse waiting for you. Um, and he seems to be kind of fidgeting, kind of like always, like he kind of always does have that nervous edge to him.
Hey, Volo.
At least recently. And when he looks at you, he kind of looks nerved, as if he has something to say.
Spit
Some
it
more
out,
anxious.
please.
Master Wizard, what's wrong?
Uh,
Yeah.
The difference in
oh, Master
reactions.
Wizard, Master Wizard. And he says, "Oh, I always appreciate you calling me that. Really.
Huh?
Ah,
Uh,
We know.
it is such a joy.
Volo.
Well, anyway, so I can't help but notice this. Um, and he was fidgeting with something like in his hands, like he was reading like a newspaper. And he says, "Well, it seems that Suni interviewed with someone. Yes."
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Dear
that
And
friend.
happened.
How?
he shows the newspaper and he points at like the article and then he says, "Well, uh, that is quite interesting because the interviewer that I planned for, they complained and they still complained that they haven't had their interview with Suni."
You are aware. You did make them aware that Suni's dead, right?
Yes, I did,
Okay.
but I am fairly certain that Suni did not have the interview with the person that I planned it with.
But
It's Suni.
who did
I
Wait a
mean,
minute.
Suni.
who did Sunny meet?
I have no idea. Do you know?
I have no idea. No one went with him,
Someone from the
so
Waterdeep Wazoo must have conducted the interview. I don't know who, but that was not the person I had in mind. I
It's
must say.
it's a newspaper. What difference does it make?
Well, it is quite odd because I conducted my own little sort of investigation, and it seems that the information that the Waterdeep Wazoo had was given anonymously, which is rather odd.
do you think we should
Interesting.
investigate this as well? Or
All I'm saying is to be a bit wary with whom you talk to. And whoever this interviewer
Yeah.
was that interviewed Suni, they might have been some kind of imposter.
Do they not publish who wrote the articles?
They did, yes.
Ah,
They
okay.
are a regular reporter with the Waterdeep Wazoo.
Do you have a name?
Alice
Well, the first thing would be to
Alice
ask them,
Shimbleton.
right?
I did. Alice is a dear friend of mine.
wow, you're dear friend for everyone. Like it's crazy.
Well,
Well,
not
I do
everyone.
have connections. Yes. It is not every
Makes
day that
sense.
you meet a fabled author as I
Speaking of which, how's Floon?
am. And yeah, he shrinks when you say that.
Interesting.
Not
She's doing
well.
very well.
Oh, have you seen him lately?
And he says, no, I have not. Not lately. It's been just a day since I talked to you. Well, the night,
That's
really.
sad. You should see Floon.
I do my very best, but I am quite busy. Quite busy, Sage. Really.
He has really low self-esteem. You need to make time for him. Well, shall we get this signed?
Of course. And yeah. So you guys go to a courtroom. They ask for your names, legal names. So what are you gonna give?
Can I just say 18 and that's it? But
They
18 is
press you.
technically.
They press
They
you for
want a
your
surname.
legal name.
They want a
They would like
surname.
a surname.
Ethan, go for it.
Ethan of who? They ask.
Uh, never remember.
They remind you that impersonating a noble is a crime.
This time you
I
might
know
want
that.
you might want the contract this time.
Yeah, and I show him this piece of paper that I got from um the hag's hideout, basically the orphanage. But technically, my
Uh,
name is Arthur, but
Oh
yeah, Arthur.
no. Is
yeah.
there a legal process for like changing your name? I don't know.
And the magistrate says, yes, you can do it here if you like.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
Can you
Change
do
but
your
he
that?
name
says,
before
but
then.
he says, like he scans over the document and he says, well, technically, you're the bastard child of Lord Neverember, but your name would be under your mother's maiden name, so it would actually technically be Arthur of the Nine Waters.
Oh, we should update
Whoa.
that. We should update that for our lovely friend.
But I think I like
But if you'd like
18
to
and
change, if you'd like to change your name, is he says you can. Yeah,
Just be
18 would be
Ethan.
better. Yeah.
yeah. This magister has buck teeth. He says, "Of course, I shall change it quickly."
I was imagining Harvey Specter in my head. I'm no longer imagining Harvey Specter in my head.
He's got like small spectacles.
Yeah,
He's an
no.
old man
Would he
with
even
short white hair.
Nope.
would he even have me in his list? I don't know.
No, he does not. But he will register you with the government
Oh
aptly.
god.
Ethan, you're now a legal entity.
And he also asks, given your attire, he must ask you if you are a magic user. Because anyone who casts magic
Oh yeah,
We
in the
are.
eyes of the law must be registered with the Watchful Order of Mages and
that's true.
Protectors.
We are.
You know
He
what?
says.
Ethan,
Yes.
you weren't?
Okay.
I do cast magic.
Yeah, and he says he doesn't blame you um for not saying anything, as you were probably not affiliated with the government. You don't even own a piece of official property in the city, so for all intents and purposes, you're not even a resident.
Do you
In
get
the eyes of the
my
law, anyway.
do you get my driving license or something like government ID, anything like that? Can I
Yeah, he gives you
officially
a
drink?
paper. Like he gives you like a. He says he will give you like an issued government identification.
No, I do not have to sneak in bars and get drinks.
It's not like they ask any for government ID anyway. In Waterdeep, there's no age limit on drinks. Although the sensible ones don't give drinks to children.
Also, it depends on the race, because some races at like 5 years old are adults.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see.
So
His
my
name is Magistrate Silmer Helve is what his name is. Yeah. So he says, I have witnessed the transfer of the deed, rendering the new ownership official. And yes. Now, if you excuse me, I have important matters to attend to. Well, actually, he also says, your other names, please.
Sage, Ravenvale, Basil, Ravenvale.
Yes.
Sage and Basil Ravenvale. And does Darian own the property as well?
Yeah. I don't know.
Darian does
Taryn,
not.
would you? I
I
don't think you
I
do.
I don't.
Would you like
Okay.
to own the property?
Would it
Up to you.
increase my tax bracket?
Probably.
Oh,
Probably.
no, there are no like official tax brackets like within the city. It's only the head count tax.
I don't know if you gain anything from being.
Yeah.
And since you can't be at two places at once, the head count tax really won't.
Yeah.
Like, you'll probably get a higher chance of actually being at the property when they do it, but
Wait,
know,
we
you
just
don't need
have
to
to
pay
not
double
be at the property, and
to
they
pay the head.
won't.
Yes. Oh, but they're smart. They do it at a radically different times. Like they don't do it at a scheduled time every
That's
week.
fine.
Yeah.
We're rarely in that house.
And Starion just being around and not actually in his store.
Darian, is that why you don't stay in your store very often?
Well, it's great to have somewhere to meet clients, but also
You can tell, like, as you guys are conversing, like this magistrate is getting impatient,
Hi.
and he says, "Is that all, Volo?" And he says, "Yes, of course."
Don't be mean to the master wizard.
Silver helm.
Yeah.
That will be all. Thank you. And yeah, and then he says, "Well, I shall render you now the official owners of Trollskull Manor." And he gives you the like a certificate.
Wow, fancy.
Yeah. That's a
Is there
great
any way
name,
we
but
could get 3 of
yeah.
these, one for each of us?
Sure.
Just crap.
And like he gives you two more, but but you notice like the ink is like smudgier and worsely written, like deeper and deeper into it.
Hey, look, now we can each carry one
Worse
and
and
prove
worse.
we own the property.
With each page, yeah. Okay, well. So who gets the worst copy? Who gets the middling copy? And who gets the best one? The first one.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter to
Honestly,
me.
I think give Basil the good one. He can put it in a book.
That's true. She keep it.
Yeah,
won't
like
get
the bad one
bent.
is like really smudgy. You're not even sure if
Ethan, you
like it's
can't
actually
read.
even readable.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
You're
to
right.
me, to be honest.
It all looks like smudge to him.
And I'll take the middle one. I'll take the middle.
Okay. All
I
right.
think the worst one, yes.
All right. Well.
Oh yes. And he says, "Oh yes, I completely forgot. I also have to ask you this. It is standard. You do deem the property fit for living?
I mean,
Yes.
we're living there.
Yeah.
We're
Is
living
it
there.
fit?
I mean, if we're living there, so that means
And
it has to be yes.
Volo's like nodding.
Yes.
Wonderful.
It only
Then
makes
there will be
sense.
no problems at all.
Dude, we've been living there for like the past few days.
I bid you good day.
Okay, goodbye.
Hypothetically, if it was not fit for living, what would happen?
Oh, Arthur, yes, I have to deal with you too.
Oh, also secondary question. What's your name?
He was already introduced. His name is Magistrate Silmerhelv.
Thank you.
Silmar.
My name is Ethan, by the way. Sure. It's a
Okay.
bit complicated.
Official name change, etc., etc. And he will give you a certificate.
Can I keep both of my names? I feel like
He'll actually give you a birth certificate as well.
that sounds good.
Yeah, that's the identification that he will give you because he could not find one.
Ethan, it's your
His clerks could not find
birthday.
it.
When is my birthday, actually? That's a good question.
Today. Now.
Oh, you want to ask? Oh yeah, he does ask for your birth date. Not sure.
I don't remember.
I remember. Yeah, I remember you told me, and I like kind of moved things around for that to make sense, but I can't remember. Can't remember.
Did I?
what it was.
I've been born today.
Maybe it was like late. It might have been late in the year. I think so. I cannot remember. Anyway, but yeah, you give him a date.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, and the paper says that you're officially what, 19?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, you find yourselves out on the streets, and Volo says, "Well, I think that will be all. I will try to see what I can find out a little bit more about this imposter. Um, yes,
Say hi to your kids for us.
of course. Yes, the orphans, the urchins.
And please do take
I
good
must
care
thank you
of
for
them.
that, by the way, for
Yeah,
rescuing them.
yeah. Please take good care of them. We may
Don't
come
Unfortunately,
talk
I
to you
found
a
them
bit
with
later.
magical parasites inside of them, but the parasites haven't taken hold, which is nice. They shall not be afflicted as much as the other children.
You got rid of those,
We
right?
may.
Yeah, we did get rid of them.
No, I mean, Volo, you got rid of the ones that were in your kids, right?
Oh, yes, of course.
Good.
I know a few enchantments. Yes.
Darian just
And as
gives
he,
a quizzical look when he hears the words orphans and poison. Just
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Ah, a
Darian.
long
Long
story.
story short, orphanage was bad, very bad.
Mhm.
We got rid of it.
Ah, yes.
Uh, Volo, we may need to stop by and talk to your kids later. Uh,
Sure.
don't worry about it now. But yeah,
Oh, you should have seen their faces when I gave them the gifts. Well, they're old stuff, yes.
Also,
They missed it terribly.
Volo, you should probably stop calling them orphans. They're clearly yours at this point.
Oh, no, they're hardly mine.
What do you
In
mean?
fact, if you would like to have them,
No.
well, all right.
But it would be good to have in contact with them. Do you have any sort of contact?
Not quite, but they did consider Troll Skull Manor to be their home, so you might find them there from time to time. They might visit.
They can visit. That's fine. I'm okay
Uh,
with that.
sure. All right.
If I want kids, I steal his. I I have a niece for a reason.
yeah,
I don't have my own.
yeah, I have more than enough kids for now.
Wait, you have
Focus on.
kids, Jason?
Yeah, Basil is a. Her name's Ophelia. She's my
See, like,
niece. She's
Oh,
adorable. I
will
love her.
you look at the time? I have a book signing to attend to. I must be off.
Hey, Bolo, bring us a book next
take care,
time.
Volo.
And he says, hold on. And he produces one.
Oh, perfect.
Um,
Basil, have a book.
gives you this one. My latest, Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Basil.
Uh, Master Wizard, do
Basil,
you have a book
It's a
for
good
like?
one.
Do you have like a book for beginners? Like for kids. Like ABCD books, things like that.
Hmm. Well, I must say I have not tried to dabble in writing for children. It requires a specific kind of mind. Yes.
It's a
I
shame I
will.
can't. It's a shame I can't read your books.
Oh, but why? Can you not read?
You see, I was not taught reading
Bad
or
orphanage.
writing. Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, I suppose all the other orphans couldn't read as well. Well, how shall we fix that? And he just ponders for a bit as he says, "Hmm. Well, if you would like to learn to read, I have a friend that can help you."
I see.
And he says, actually, no. He doesn't have a friend. But he refers you to a few different factions that they might train people to read. Um, he says, the Zentarim like to get on the law's bad side, but that might actually be a pretty good place because they recruit people, and then you know, some of them can't read, obviously, and they're very impoverished. So he names the Zentarim, and he also names the Harpers. But that'll probably be more difficult to get into contact with them.
Oh, the Harpers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, the Harper's whole aim is to rid society of evil tyrants.
Wow, that seems like a noble goal.
Yeah, they don't like power getting into their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so that's it. He names two, the Zentarim and the Harpers. He suspects that they probably have they most likely have agents at the Yawning Portal, but he is not obliged to tell you who their names are.
I see. Thanks for all your help, Polo. I think you should go for your book
You have been
signing.
useful.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
We appreciate
Uh,
you, Volo.
oh, will you know me? Author, fabled, tremendously useful. Yes. And I suspect you will find that book tremendously useful as well. Give it a good peek. Tell
Sure,
me what you think.
sure.
I
Mm-hmm.
shall
I
say
will.
it was guided and I was mentored by Elminster the Mage. So
Oh,
Um,
he did write a few
that's
footnotes for me.
quite interesting. I will definitely have a read through this book.
Waterdeep bestseller book.
Yeah. So yeah, he walks off.
Okay, bye,
A little
Volo.
Volo
Um,
shrinking in the distance,
the already
becoming
small.
smaller and smaller.
Already
Yeah,
small.
already it's tiny now. Okay, we'll take a 5-minute break and we will be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ready, Set, Save. And the characters have gathered outside of a courthouse where they just transferred. Um, they just a magister witnessed the transfer of deed of ownership of
As well
Trollskull
as a
Manor.
name change.
Yes, as well as name change for Ethan. Um, wait, what was the name that you decided on?
Just Ethan. I feel like I do not need a surname.
Oh, do
Damn.
they allow that?
This poor
I'm
magistrate
not
was
sure.
probably like,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the
Ethan.
law allows you to
"Hey,
not have a surname.
You
Ethan,
know
be
what?
like
I'll keep my.
be like Mario, and just be Mario. Ethan,
Yeah, you could
Ethan.
be
Ethan.
Ethan.
No, I'll keep. I guess I'll keep my maiden name of my mother, which would
Okay,
be.
so of the Nine Waters, Ethan of the Nine Waters.
That's actually pretty cool. That goes hard.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay, nice. All right. So what do you guys decide to do now?
To the
Maybe we should.
scarecrows.
Yeah, got a
All right.
scarecrow problem to deal with.
Sure. So as you continue, so you know that they're in Undercliff. So that is actually a village just outside of Waterdeep. So if you want, well, if you want to get there, you'd have to go out of the gates. Um, and you know that Undercliff is located east of Waterdeep. So you'd probably have to exit out the eastern gate if you want to get there. So you do that. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, Ethan, you wanted to know more about the Blackstaff or something as well.
Yes. Oh, that's true.
Uh,
Yeah.
you can make a history check if you want.
History, huh? Okay. History edited. That is. That's 18.
Okay, so with an 18, you know this. So the Blackstaff is a very capable wizard. They are the High Wizard of Waterdeep. They are by no means the city's most powerful wizard, but they are a wizard, in the most official sense. They are in charge um, with using all the magic and resources at their disposal to defend the city against threats. And so they're basically handpicked for the job by the previous Blackstaff. And you know,
Oh,
so the
wow.
current Blackstaff's name is Vahra Safar. She's an upstart. That's what people think of her. Most of the commoners, anyway. She's only in her mid-30s. She's quite young, but you know that the old Blackstaff, not the one prior, but I think the one prior to the last one. His name is Kelvin Aronson, and he uh, was married to the current Open Lord, Laeral Silverhand, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
I relay this information to, I guess, the group.
But
As a,
he died tragically, and his spirit is now said to live inside the staff itself, the black staff itself, the one that the black staff wields.
jeez.
Yeah. She also runs an academy, and she's in charge of Force Grey. So it's an order of highly skilled adventurers who are called upon to defend the city in times of need.
Wow, that seems pretty dope.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. I guess we go on to the scarecrow.
Okay. So, you take the eastern gate, I imagine. So
Yes.
as you head
Yeah.
eastward, this is what you see. You do pass by what seems to be um a griffin shaped yeah, like a giant statue of a griffin. It's standing on all four legs. Its back is fully 20 feet off the ground, making it a mount fit for a storm giant. Yeah. Okay. So, you head out to the gates. But you do encounter a magister just like sort of squarely at the gate, and he asks you why you are leaving the city.
Oh.
Well, we're
We want to go to
examining a.
Undercliff.
Uh, we just
And
want
he
to
says,
know.
"What is your business in Undercliff?"
Well, I'm a detective, and we are investigating a case.
Oh, must be those scarecrows. I heard they were rampaging the place.
Do you have
Yes.
anything else you
Actually,
could
our
tell us?
Um, well, in fact, I think I do. And he like leafs through his notes, and he says, "Ah, yes." Sorry. Okay, this is what he says. 3 scarecrows, in fact. One wears a sackcloth hood, another has a rotting pumpkin head, and the third is covered with a threadbare blanket. At least that's what the locals say when I catch them running to the city.
All right. Thank you.
I hope you
Yes.
catch them and deal with them. Open the gate!
yeah.
And yeah, you see people open the gates. And you walk outside. Okay. So as you get to Undercliff, you don't notice anything sort of out of the ordinary on the path there. Um, and yeah, so what you do encounter is just what seems to be like a rundown village. There are some people. Well, actually, hold on. You guys are not any unusual races, are you? You're all half elves and humans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no one pays any heed while you're there. You do notice an inn, like at the heart of the village. Um, pass by a mill. Yeah.
So it's technically out of the city, is that what I'm understanding, basically.
Yeah, you're in Undercliff. You're in a village now.
I
Yeah.
see.
But you do notice actually, like a field, like a farmer's field, and that field is filled with hundreds of scarecrows, from what you can see.
Jeez.
Well,
This was not made easy for us.
Can we even defeat 100 scarecrows? I don't know. Wait, are these
I don't
alive
think
Only
so.
scarecrows?
only 3 of them were
No, no.
being
They
problematic.
seem to be just inert.
uh, just obvious. Are there any rotting pumpkin heads among just the ones we see there?
Or threadbare blankets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make a perception check.
All right. That is going to be another nat 20.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
Okay.
your
So you
luck's
notice
finally come back.
distinctly around 3, but they seem to be precariously positioned around the center of where the scarecrows are.
I think it's you
Center
see
of the
over
field.
in that center of the field area, 3 scarecrows. Those seem to fit the bill.
Well, the rotting pumpkin
Oh,
heads.
okay. Yeah. There's just 3 rotting pumpkin heads.
Hmm.
Could be one of them.
Hmm. Good base would be
You hear from behind you. They come out at night.
night.
I
I
turn
see.
around and
Where's the voice coming from?
Hi.
Yeah, and you notice this old lady. She seems to be a halfling, and she says, "You're here to fight the scarecrows, eh?"
yep.
Yes.
Hmm. Yes. Tricky little devils they are. We try to kill them with our pitchforks, but it's not enough. It's not enough.
Hmm.
They come out at night.
Yep.
We tried to set the field on fire, but Halvin won't have any of that.
Interesting.
He's the owner of the farm.
Helvin, you said?
Yes.
Guess we should meet him first.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we
So,
have until nightfall.
is there
So
There's only 3 of them, and they like to hide in there.
Huh? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And she points like the field.
how
actually,
question?
you know,
How long has this been going on?
Oh, they've been terrorizing us for about a month now.
No one's. Well, I guess you've tried.
mm,
They come out and sometimes kill the livestock.
That feels like not great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
well, actually, maybe while we, I mean, eh, they don't just appear out of nowhere, right? That some of these themselves come alive.
Yes.
Do you
Mm.
know which ones, or?
Um. And she names the same 3.
Yeah, but
Just
I mean within the
description.
patch, because in
So
theory, like, if
no
only
one
3
wants to
of
go
them
through
are
the
alive.
patch and look.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. But if only 3 of them are alive, then clearly it's whatever 3 are not in the same place as they used to be in.
Some of them are decoys.
So the other scarecrows move them?
Yes.
Oh, weird.
And Halvin does
Scarecrow-
too.
Why does Halvin do that?
Scarecrows.
Some people suspect him of doing some sort of foul play. Maybe it's for competition. Maybe it's to drive the other cattle away. Maybe it's to kill the cattle of his competition.
Let's see this Halvin person. Perhaps get some more information.
Yes, of course. And she says, he's in his farm.
Could you point us in the direction of this farm?
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
She just yeah.
Yeah.
It's just before the field.
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna shoot
Bye.
Don't mention it.
Okay.
glare at those 3 that I saw earlier and
Yeah, the pumpkin.
walk
Yeah.
towards the walk towards the
Um,
house.
Yeah. Okay, so you knock on the door. And out comes a dragonborn.
A
It's the
dragonborn.
first dragonborn you encountered as well. He's a blue dragonborn.
Oh,
oh, okay.
Hello.
hello there. You are interesting.
Hello.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, we're here
How
about
can I help
the
you?
we're here about the scarecrows.
Ah, yes, the scarecrows. Hmm. Well, what is it you want out of them? What
Well,
is it you want out of me?
someone finally gave enough of a damn about them to pay some people to come get rid of them. So we're here to get rid of them.
You're to get rid of them, eh?
I
Fine. And he says,
see.
my recommendation would be to just stay the night.
Hmm.
Watch over the fields. Wait for them to animate and strike.
that seems like a good solid plan. I don't see no flaw in
Also,
it.
just a bit of outline. We were looking for statues, right? Each. That's where Should we be asking about that as
The
well?
totems. Yeah, you were looking for the totems. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, which this one's hidden
Well, he
amongst
said,
the
yeah,
scarecrows. So
yeah, like he said they're in one of the scarecrows.
I'm guessing
Okay,
it's
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
probably one of the live ones. Educate again.
Perhaps.
Hopefully.
If it's not, then we just get to have a fun time rampaging some scarecrows.
And he says, "It's quite the shame, really. It was such a nice honeymoon grace period.
Of what?
No competition.
Do you think the
For
scarecrows is
some
someone
reason,
else?
well, he says, for some reason, the scarecrows were ravaging other farmers' fields,
Not yours. Interesting.
but not mine.
That would
No.
Oh,
almost
does that
put you
make
as a
people not like
suspect.
you?
Sorry? What did you say? Does that make them
No,
not like
doesn't
you?
that,
That's
yeah,
what Sage said.
yeah, it's just no, like, but doesn't that make you a prime suspect? I say looking at Darian as well.
Of what?
Of
Suspect of
collaborating.
what?
My brother
Just
doesn't mean anything. He's fine.
Rampaging crops, but it's probably just some
It's just scarecrows.
aberrant magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he says,
I
Don't
from my
anger the big
perspective,
scary
the
dragonborn.
scarecrows just animated by themselves.
I believe
About a
you.
month ago.
Only a month ago.
Yes.
Quite an interesting
How long
timeline.
did you get all the scarecrows that you have?
And he says, oh, I've had this field for a decade now.
Okay.
Scarecrows came with them.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I believe you.
try
And
inside check.
can I
I don't
just
like this.
pull
Yeah, sure.
everyone aside for a second? Guys, just why has this only started a month ago?
Who knows?
Hasn't
Team
she
member.
been ill for
A year?
longer?
Yeah.
She was ill.
This may not
For-
associate
so-
a year.
to her being ill. This may also just be somebody animating them and trying to piss this dude off by making it look like it's his fault.
That would be odd coincidence with the totem being in one of them, hopefully.
Oh yeah, I mean
I
we don't
guess
know
we'll
if the
have to find
totem's in
out.
one of them.
Yeah. Guess we'll have to
So
solve the
what
problem.
did you get on your insight check?
Oh, 15. I said.
He seems like a hard person to read, actually. But he notices you staring at him. And he says, you're like the rest of the other villagers. Just because of my race.
Honestly, we've never met someone who looks quite like you before. I will not lie.
Wow.
You show it.
He's
That's
just
not what I meant.
inquisitive. He's really inquisitive. He likes to read a lot.
Yeah.
And he says,
Well,
I'm offering you bed and lodging. And you're treating me like this.
He
I-
really didn't mean it.
Yeah, I was just curious. Like Say said, we've not become a small village where we don't see many people. I was just.
There's humans and
It's
elves
the
and
first.
half elves.
Yeah.
Well,
First
keep
time
your
I
looks to
interacted so much.
yourselves.
I'll keep that to myself.
Not the friendliest dragonborn that you could have met.
No, but this is our perception of dragonborns from here on out.
It could be. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, he invites you into his house. He offers you some tea
Ooh, tea. What type of tea?
and dinner.
What type of tea?
And he says jasmine tea.
Ooh, thank you. You're so nice.
You're very welcome.
Sage is trying to make up for her brother.
The one time I questioned someone and they suddenly turn on me.
So
I
nice.
guess
So you drink the tea?
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
see.
I may
Is it
regret
good?
that choice, but yeah.
Okay. Like you all to make Constitution saving throws.
Yep, saw that coming.
Well,
Mm,
Oh god.
I saw that coming when you asked if we drank the tea.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
Yeah, there are some things that.
is
that
this
is.
in relate?
Oh no, it's a 14. I have a
Is this
+0.
a poison related check?
Tell me what your poison related
I am
uh
immune to
thing
poison.
is.
That's why.
He's not
You're immune to
alive.
poison? Okay. And what about Ethan?
You are 11.
Okay.
Suppose it's not poison related. I rolled an 18.
Okay. Yeah, you all drink the tea. Do you have dinner?
Yeah?
Yes, I guess.
You have
Well,
dinner.
Nom,
do
nom, nom.
do any of us notice anything wrong with the tea?
Nope. Tastes like jasmine tea.
Pretty good tea.
Maybe you just cooked it wrong.
Nice.
All right.
We're hardy.
Cool and cook.
I guess we'll stay around for dinner.
All
There's
right.
no reason not to.
So yeah, he sends you out into the fields to keep watch.
I like how
He
he's
says
like,
that.
I'm giving you room and board. Also, get out. Go look.
Well, he sends you to the barn. He sends you to the barn.
Barn.
Yeah, he sends you to the barn. He sets up a few piles of hay for you to sleep on, or take watch
So
or sit
nice.
on.
So
And yeah,
nice. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Hopefully, this will be solved for you in the morning.
who takes first watch?
I will because I need the decent amount of sleep.
Okay,
So in case I'm good.
very well. So on first watch, you don't notice anything. 4 hours pass by. Or sorry, 2 hours pass by. Who's the next person?
I'll take second
I guess.
watch.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Sage. You also don't notice. Oh, sorry. You do notice something.
Darn it.
And let us roll something extra for these.
I have regrets. Should let Ethan do it. Being able to see into the dark is helpful.
Make a perception check.
Not horrible at those. Ooh! That is a 23.
Okay. So you do notice some rustling, and you do notice 3 scarecrows approaching you
Guys,
from different angles.
guys, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yeah. Make
happening?
initiative rolls.
All right.
You do notice one scarecrow was actually trying to get you from behind.
Ah,
Yeah. So one of them
Sneaky.
was opening a door behind you in the
sneaky,
barn.
sneaky boy.
Yeah.
Also, I got an 8.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a
Glasses.
13.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Monsters go first. Ethan, 7. What did you say you got, Sage?
8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. And Basil?
6.
So 6.
Wow. 6, 7, 8. You know,
Yeah.
And
Darian,
then
you
Darian?
being here is great.
Darian?
13.
Yeah, thank God.
Darian, you're really pulling the average up here.
Okay.
I'm rolling hot.
All right. So Darian with 13. So, all right. So there are 2 scarecrows that were trying to flank you. So they're kind of like positioned sort of like in a triangle around you.
Mhm.
So the one on the front left is going first. And let us say that this one is the one with the pumpkin head.
Okay.
It notices that it's being watched. Yeah, and it will try to. Yeah, it will just dash towards you. Same with the other scarecrow.
Cool.
So you've got one with a pumpkin head next to you, and then you've got another with a sackcloth hood.
Cool.
Hmm.
And then presumably the one trying to flank you all behind you is the one with the threadbare blankets.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. So I think the best course of action is going to be.
Oh, sorry. You're going in between the two scarecrows, Darian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
So yeah, so the pumpkin head is right next to you. It just dashed towards you, Sage,
Mhm.
and Darian. It is your turn. So you have just
Okay.
basically woken up your prone.
Okay. I'm going to use the. I guess I'm going to use the steady aim
Okay.
for my bonus action.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take out the cane sword and I'm going to stab it with my short sword.
So you're moving towards the scarecrow that's beside Sage.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Go ahead and your stab.
Okay. I'm rolling.
I
With...
think you get sneak
Oh
attack.
my god. That's a nat 20.
Oh, wonderful. Good job.
Wow, 3
Okay. We'll double your damage
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah. Double my damage dice is a lot of dice. 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it doubles the sneak attack as well.
It does, yeah.
Damn.
But don't double your modifier.
Yeah. And I rolled above average again. That's a 28.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay. 28 in
Yeah.
total. Is that
Uh,
slashing?
That is piercing.
Piercing. Okay. Is it magical?
No.
Okay. So as you slash through, it feels as if the magical hay that is like making this scarecrow like animate seems to be somewhat resistant to your slashing.
Hmm.
I mean, have you ever tried to like whack through a bunch of hay?
Yeah.
Probably doesn't cut very cleanly. So
I think you need to cite something.
yeah.
Sickle.
So you said
Or sickle.
28. So that's
Oh yeah,
uh,
sickle.
And that will
Or
be my
a
turn.
scythe works, but sickles also.
okay. Cool. It is not bloodied.
Mm.
Okay. So next is the other scarecrow. The other scarecrow is going to dash straight for you two. So basically, you guys have two scarecrows just like sort of flanking you both.
Okay.
All right. Next is Sage.
First things first, I shall cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
A lovely sort of purpley glowing scythe. It's always scythe, this time it's just nice. Appears directly behind the one that was hit by Darian. And I'll try to hit it and see if it works.
Okay.
That is a 25.
25 hits.
Cool. Find the. That's not the right dice. That is. That is 10 damage.
Ooh. It is now bloodied, and you can actually see blood begin to seep out of the hay.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Um.
And drip along its sides. It's a ghastly sight.
Secondary. Within 5 feet of me is two of the scarecrows, not Darian. Yes.
To the scarecrows, yes.
Not
Darian. Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh no. Sorry. He is within 5 feet of you as well.
Darn
Yeah,
it.
you guys are both next to each other.
So sad.
Yeah.
How good are you at con saves?
+0.
Never mind. The one that's bloodied, I will cast Sacred Flame on it. Ghostly Flame. I need a dex save from it.
Sacred Flame, Dex save 12.
Oh, it was 14. So
Nice.
it takes
So it fails.
5 damage.
This is fire?
This
No,
is
it's radiant.
radiant.
No, it's radiant. Yep.
Yeah.
Sacred Flame is radiant, but it does take magical damage.
Yes.
So you feel as if this one hits a little bit more than your attack. Your last attack.
Then that's force damage, so yeah.
Oh, the other one was force damage.
Yeah, spiritual weapon is force.
Okay. Okay, still not dead, but it's close.
Yay. Okay, that's
Okay.
it. I'll hang out.
All right. So it is the other one's turn. This one's actually within range of either Aethan or Basil. So it will go for. I mean, both of you are squishies. Let's go for Aethan.
Let's go.
And Aethan, you are
Squishy.
prone.
Yes, I know.
So you're caught off guard. So it will hit you with 2 claw attacks.
Oh.
One misses. Oh, actually, hold on. No, that's with advantage.
Yeah,
Does
just
12 hit?
that actually misses.
Okay. And then the other one is much better. This one is 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits no matter
Okay.
what. Yeah.
And this, like, they all have, like, shears for hands. Like this.
Oh,
So you can see.
Edward
I see.
Scissorhands.
So imagine that just, like, tearing
Freddy Krueger.
into your arm,
Ah,
leaving, like, a blood trail.
yikes.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, and as that happens, you will take...
Oh my god.
Don't worry. Hold on.
You take 100 d10 damage.
What is that
That's
noise?
a lot of.
I'm
That
dead.
Oh,
Where
you only take 3
that?
slashing damage.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But make a wisdom save. As you see it just, like, tear into your arm.
Oh
And its
god.
face
Okay.
is right next to yours.
Just
You
give me
think
a
you see
second.
some blood, like, in its hood. It's
Wisdom.
horrific
That's a 10.
in the moonlight. Okay, yeah, so you are pretty horrified of this glaring thing looking at you. So you are frightened until the end of the Scarecrow's next turn. So that means that you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls within the source of your fear. Well, sorry, while the source of your fear is within line of sight. And you can't move closer to it.
Yeah.
Remember, view things with saves. It does not affect anything to do with them having to make saves.
Yeah, it does not.
That's the great thing about fear.
All right, Ethan, it is your turn now.
That's a good one. Okay, I'm gonna freak out, and as soon as I freak out, I'm just gonna like you see me like magically kind of like vibrate, and I just teleport out of there, and I
You Misty
basically
Step?
cast Misty Step,
Okay, nice.
and go like 30 feet like furthest away from that thing, whatever that creature is. Oh my
Mhm.
god, it's trying to kill me.
So if you move 30 feet, so these are the options that you have. You can like sort of teleport like towards the back of the barn, like the
Yeah.
open door, or you can
Mhm.
teleport to the front of the barn. But the front of the
Uh,
barn, I should say, is waylaid by, the 2 people and with the 2 scarecrows. I mean, you can teleport just behind them as well if you want.
uh,
The
let's
scarecrows.
do since I'll do the back of the barn if that's okay.
Yeah, you can teleport towards the doorway. You can
And
run
I
away.
get up with my movement. I think that takes up all of my movement, right?
Uh, no, it takes up half getting up from
Uh,
prone.
okay, that's fine. In that case, I'll just cast Firebolt, my cantrip.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh, hold on. I think it's still an attack roll. It would be with disadvantage
Oh
because
yeah,
you're within.
Yeah.
yeah. I got a 16 and a 21. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Um,
Nice.
and it's 1 fire damage.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
Damage is damage.
you do notice it's like it caught fire with that. So whatever damage you did deal, it's trying to snuff it out, and it dealt a lot more damage than you anticipated.
Oh,
Yes,
interesting.
Okay, Basil,
yes.
it is your turn.
Okay. First, I'm in front of one of them, right?
You are, yeah, it's
Mm,
pretty much right next to you. Well,
okay.
like, are you sleeping? Like, did you sleep next to Ethan, or were you
No,
kind of
both
separated,
of
scattered around?
separate.
You
Okay, yeah.
Scatter around.
So it is like within 10 feet of you.
Okay, cool. I see Ethan rush back and shoot that firebolt,
Yeah.
making the scarecrow catch fire, and things, um, these cogs in my brain sort of keep to whir, and I think fire. That's the answer. Okay, so first things first, the tattoos on my arm glow as stars start as the constellation forms like a shower over me. The one of the archer, as I first will spend one bonus action, my bonus action, and one wild shape to go to starry form archer this time. Uh, and staying in that archer motion, I will try. I will. My hand will catch flames uh, as the constellation of the rising sun, I believe it is, appears, and I cast produce flame, throwing it on the same scarecrow which has caught fire because of Ethan.
Okay.
That's an attack roll. That is 15 to hit.
Ooh, nice. That hits.
Okay, sweet. And that is a full 8 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, it burns.
It is bloodied.
Okay, I'll take a step back so as I'm not to stay too close, but I'm hoping to throw more fire.
Mhm. You do notice like a
I
huge blotch of like blood starting to seep through it, like onto its rags.
Interest. Does it seem like that? Hmm.
Like there's
Interesting.
people
Okay.
inside of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or
Okay.
maybe the
Cool.
hay
Cool.
is infused with blood or something. You're not quite sure.
Hmm. That's that's my turn.
Okay. So yeah, you said you backed away from it.
Yeah. Slowly move. Yeah. At least I say 10 feet away.
Where are you going? Are you going towards the front of the barn or the back?
Front. But like,
Towards the
yeah,
front?
just slight. Yeah. Get
Okay.
some more room.
So you're sitting sort of in the middle between the scarecrow and the other two scarecrows with the other two.
Yep. You're right.
Okay.
That's
All right.
correct.
Okay, next is the pumpkin head scarecrow. And the head scarecrow will shoot a glare at you, um Sage. I'd like
Hi.
you to make a wisdom save.
Sure. That was
It'll
the
get
wrong
right up in
dice.
your face.
That is a natural one.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
yeah, nat 1 does automatically fail on saves. So, you are frightened until the scarecrow's next turn, and
Cool.
you are also paralyzed.
Cool.
Yeah. So it shoots a terrifying glare at you. Its face seems to morph into like this and drip blood as it like grimaces at you.
The scarecrow has scared me.
Yeah. And uh hmm. I'm going to say that I guess Darian and Sage are both within range. Sage, you can't do an opportunity attack since you're incapacitated.
Mhm.
But Darian you can. So if you
All
want to
right.
make it, it will try to move away.
I will make an attempt. I got a 4, but I'm going to use Feet Lucky
Okay.
to reroll that dice.
All right. You do have your inspiration. I carried that over as well.
Yeah, I
From
want to
second to
save the inspiration use fee, Lucky, and
Yeah, not a problem.
I,
Mm.
I
Oh,
I don't know how to say this, guys, but I got another nat 20, and I don't
ooh,
even
Yes.
know how that's
Take it.
possible.
Take it and run.
nice.
But
You do
Next,
have the sneak attack damage as well.
Ross, next session you're going to die. This much luck is not possible.
No, I
maybe I'll
think I
just
think it's
roll
making
really
up
low for my
for.
players.
I think it's making up for really low rolls in the past.
That's
This is
true.
true.
Uh,
It's true.
This
You have
is
horrible
so
luck.
rad.
okay, so
It's good one of us is
gonna
doing well.
Nice.
okay. Lower damage roll this time. 21, 23. Sorry.
Okay, that is enough to kill it. So how would you like to kill this pumpkin head scarecrow?
I guess just with the pierce through the center of it, and then sort of withdrawing the short sword slash sword cane, and putting it back to his side.
Nice. Okay. And all right, the one next to you will keep. Well, it will go after Sage. But actually, here's a question: Are conditions?
The thing that I feared is gone. Yes.
It says magically
Yeah, because
frightened.
fear.
Yeah, but the
No,
thing
because
that I'm frightened
So
of no longer exists.
yeah,
It's dead.
it no longer exists. Yeah. No, I mean like if you're magically frightened, I think if the source of the magic is
Yeah.
dead, I think you're no longer
Yep.
afflicted.
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
okay. So the sackcloth hood one will hmm, try to claw you to death, Darian.
All right.
Okay, wow. So both of those hits were awful. I don't even think like does 12 hit? Probably not.
No.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right. Nice. Okay, Sage, it is your turn.
First
You have
things
one
first.
scarecrow next to you.
Magical scythe is going to attempt to hit it. That is an 11.
11 does hit.
Oh, miracles.
Nice.
That is 5 damage. Wow, I'm getting low rolls.
Cool.
Then Sacred Flame, so I need a dex save.
Dex save. He fails. He has a 9.
Amazing. That is 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, nice. Cool. All right. The Threadbare blanket one will move up towards Athan.
Oh wow. Okay.
And did you specify you moved away from
Uh,
the door after you did your attack?
I did teleport 30 feet away farthest from him, basically below the barn. So yeah.
So, well, so the opening of the door was not 30 feet away from you. Like it was
Uh,
like 15 feet. I mean, I suppose like you can see like even further after that,
mm-hmm.
depending on the angle.
But I did go back of the barn, to be honest. I think I just said that back of the barn.
Okay. So you're still at the back of the barn. You are still within range of it though.
Okay, okay,
You
that's
okay with
fine.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's gonna move. It's gonna move up to you with its movement, and it's going to
Wow.
shoot a terrifying glare at you.
Again, even though I'm
Yes.
frightened.
Yeah. Even though you're frightened. Um. Yeah. Because yeah, it will. So make a wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Hey, I mean, you might not get attacked, but we'll see.
Yikes. A 5.
Okay. So you are frightened until its next turn, and you're also paralyzed. So now you can't
Jeez.
even move. So you're incapacitated. Okay. You're yeah, let's say that you let out a huge scream at the back. And yeah,
Yes.
like what is your greatest fear?
Um, what would be my? I guess my greatest fear would be from the orphanage, like getting put into that, that weird
Oh,
Cubby
the
hole with.
yeah, okay. So you can smell, you can feel, and you can see the steam begin to like from that place, um, like emanate from the scarecrow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and you seem to be like paralyzed with fear.
Not again. And
Yeah,
ice cream.
yeah, and then you scream.
And that's my turn, I presume.
Okay, you guys all turn back. There's a scarecrow right next to Ethan at the back of the barn, and he seems to be paralyzed with fear. Okay, Darian, it is your turn. What do? You do have a
I'm
scarecrow currently
going
on you.
to
Wait, I think
run
you skipped my turn.
or
Oh,
oh wait, yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
did skip your turn. Basil, it is your turn.
no worries.
Because I
Yep,
skipped
no
Ethan's
worries.
turn. Ethan, you're paralyzed. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, uh, yep, I see sort of one has gone down, right?
One has gone down, yes.
Yeah, okay. So I look at the one which is making Ethan, who's, which at which who Ethan seems to be trembling at, okay? And I start trying to calm myself down. I'm assuming it's somewhat cold night.
It is a cold night, yes.
Yeah, but it is night. So I look past the bar. It's a barn window, right?
Mhm.
I'm hoping, or and I can see the stars up there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
using the star light, I'm trying to channel in. I put my hands in the shooting motion, and so a spectral figure appears beside me and uh, takes a shot for me as I try to hit with my starry form archer. Can
So your
I?
wild shape. Yeah.
Yep, that's gonna be a hit.
Is that a bonus
Ooh,
action? I think it's a bonus action.
yeah, that's a bonus action. Yes, that's a 14. Not the
That
greatest.
hits.
Okay, sweet. I think that's supposed to be D. Okay, drop my dice. Uh, that's 2 damage. Yeah, two. No, sorry, it's 4 damage because I have to add my wisdom modifier, not just +1. Yep. So 4 points of radiant damage as it sort of strikes the back of this scarecrow, forming a sort of cross, or it forms a constellation on the back, almost like a target. Uh, as I then my right arm burns with fire as I throw another sort of uh, like small ball of fire at it as I can cause produce flame, which is oof 13. Keeps getting worse.
That still hits.
Thank God. Which is 3 points of damage though. 3 points of
Nice.
fire damage.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Once again, it has to pat itself out because it's catching
yep,
in flames.
uh, yep.
Okay.
I'll look around, and yeah, I think that will be my turn.
Okay, nice. Okay, Darian, now it is your turn. So you have a scarecrow beside you with Sage.
Yes.
Um, Basil is behind you in between the scarecrow. Um, yeah, and
Yeah.
and Nathan and the scarecrow at the back of the barn.
Yep. So with the scarecrow beside me, uh, Darian is going to sort of duck down a little bit and try to pierce up. He's going to take the steady aim
Okay, nice.
bonus action to give him advantage, and that will make the attack count as a sneak attack.
Oh, Sage is already beside it, anyways. So
Okay. That is an 18, which is
yep,
still
that hits.
pretty high, which is great. 3d6. That is going to be 16 damage.
Nice. 16 damage. Cool. Uh, it is not bloodied yet.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
Okay, cool. Okay, now it's its turn. And we'll go ahead and it will go ahead and try to claw you.
I
Ooh,
failed.
22 to hit. and
Rough.
18 to hit. These ones were better. Do both hit?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So yeah, it claws you with its shears. So you will take 5 slashing damage from the first hit. You will take 6 slashing damage from the second hit.
Okay.
And I'd like you to make one wisdom saving throw, and then if you succeed, make another.
That is a natural 19 on the first one,
Uh-huh. And the other?
and that is I have no bonus other than 2, so 14.
Okay. So you're not frightened of it. You're fine. You succeed
Sweet.
both times. Yeah. It tries to like prolong the clawing like along your arm, like seeping its claws into you, and you can see like a trail of spiked blood like running down your arm. But
Like
yeah.
spiked, as in like.
Not spiked, but like
Okay.
thin like
Oh
trails of
yeah.
blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It is Sage's turn now.
Hi, I'm Scythe. The Scythe would like to scythe some hay.
Scythe some hay. Okay.
uh, hey, the Scythe got a 23, so
That hits.
that is 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I needed to make me a lovely dex save for Sacred Flame.
It succeeds.
Nice.
17.
Oh yeah, no, no.
Okay. So now you can tell that it's getting a little bit more nimble and frightening.
I'm not frightened of it.
And it does it like a witch's dance in place.
Hey, look, my scythe still hit you.
Yeah. Okay, the scarecrow beside you, Ethan, is gonna try to claw you to death.
Got
It's
it.
going to make both attacks with advantage.
Ethan, are you okay?
Ethan does a 14 hit.
It does hit.
Okay.
Ethan!
And then it rolled higher on the other one. Okay, so it rolled twice.
This is
So
finally the
Ethan,
death.
you will
No.
take 7 slashing damage for the first hit, and then you will take 6 slashing damage for the second hit.
Oh no.
And I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Not very good with
14.
wisdom.
14?
Wait, no, that's not my wisdom saving.
Oh,
A 17 in my wisdom save.
okay, make another.
Okay.
Oh
Clawed you
god.
twice.
Okay, this time it's 8.
Okay. So you're frightened until the end
Oh
of its
no.
next turn. However,
Uh,
you are not paralyzed.
Thank
And
god.
it's
Good.
yeah,
Improvements.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it is your turn right after its turn. So what do? You feel the life returning to your limbs,
Oh shit.
but it's still leaking that steam. It is right next to you.
Blowing it with fire.
Thing is, I can't cast 2 spells, so Misty Step, and then I can only cast a cantrip, unfortunately.
It's just more than enough.
So.
Are
hmm.
you in the doorway of the barn, or are you still like in the back of the barn? I think you told me you were in the back of the barn.
Yeah, back of the
Yeah.
barn.
So you're still within the
Okay,
barn. Okay.
I'm gonna disengage from him and move 30 feet away from him.
Okay.
And
Like out of the barn.
I guess, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and you can still keep sort of line of sight through the doorway if you want.
And as soon as I walk 30 feet back, you see this kind of golden glow from my hand. And you see, like, even though he has done most of his moves, but you see this bolt of fire, a ray of fire going through this monster that has been attacking him for the past 2 rounds. So I'm gonna quicken cast Scorching Ray.
Ooh, nice. Well done.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 3 rays.
17 to hit, a nat 20, and a 25.
Nice.
They all hit.
That's
Roll
9
double the
fire.
damage. Yeah, for the second one.
Another 9 damage. So it's 9 plus 9 plus 5. What is that? 18 plus 5 is 23 fire damage.
Okay. How do you want to just eviscerate this this
So
sackcloth footed?
basically, I see this team and I'm like, not this again. And I don't want to relive the memories. And I using this is not like a normal fire, but more like a divine fire that just like bolts from my hand and like hits him, and it starts to like just burn him, and like this ashes just comes out, and I like my first bolt hits him, like half of it's gone. The second bolt hits him, like one third of it's like completely gone, and finally the last one just completely eviscerates it with
Nice.
fire. Yeah, hopefully I didn't burn the whole barn down. That seems like
You did not,
No.
but it is yeah. It is just like it was a flame of burst into fire, and it kind of moved around and gesticulated sort of wildly as it like fell down and started
hmm
charring to death. Um okay.
okay.
So, Basil, it is your turn.
Okay, so there's one left, right?
There is one left.
First,
Yes.
how injured is Darian
Ethan?
looking?
Oh, Darian? I'm not sure.
I'm just above bloodied. You can see
Okay, fine, you're fine,
he's
you're
still
fine. That's
standing
good.
and he's still got his cane. He's ready to smack back, but
Because this is the one that's near you, right? That's why. Uh, so once again, uh, channel the starlight. Put my hands together. Shoot this arrow at the scarecrow. Uh, that's going to be 8. So I don't think that's gonna hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah. However, using that, I'm going to put the flames in my hand once again. Stick to the cantrip, and see if I can roll. Okay, that's an 18 to hit with
That
the
hits.
fire, and that's another 8 points of fire damage.
Ooh, nice.
That will be my turn as I turn to
That
Darian.
that actually kills it.
Oh, okay.
How do you want to kill it? With the
Okay,
fire.
sweet. So yeah, so first I shoot this beam of golden light, which I want to say it somewhat nimbly dodges, um, but it sort of gets its foot stuck on one of the uh, barn planks, and starts stumbling, similar to how I tumbled earlier in the session.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And as it sort of stumbles down, it gives me a much easier view, and I drop, and the flames leave my fingertips, and catch the open flames, the open uh, straws from it, and it begins to burn.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Yay.
So, these scarecrows have been reduced to piles of ash, but you do notice, however, a hay bale catching fire beside one of them.
Oh heck. Anyone have a way
Yeah.
to put that out?
Uh, uh,
Uh,
just
I mean,
start
we have
patting it.
I have a water skin. Can I just toss water on it from the water skin?
Sure.
Okay.
Um,
I'm looking.
okay, make a like survival check to see if you can douse the flames
Yeah.
Okay.
like well enough.
Oh, I'm proficient in
It's a,
survival. The more you know.
okay, thank God.
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you're able to know where the root of the fire is and just sort of spread the water there.
That's solid.
Okay,
I'm
well done.
proficient in that.
Okay, fire problem solved. You did not make the barn catch on fire.
Nope.
And in one of the piles of ashes, you actually see sitting squarely on top is one of the totems.
Yay.
Yeah,
well, that is pretty lucky.
it
Well, I
is
mean,
Mhm.
the frog
we
totem.
kind of assumed that it would be that.
I see.
Well,
Frog totem acquired.
I guess that's one of our totems.
Nice. Do you do anything else in Undercliff?
Should we sleep?
Okay.
We should
Yeah.
sleep, and we should also, in the morning, tell some people
Okay.
Yeah. Do we have any of those
that
magic
that we've
items
taken
on
care
us?
of.
Right. Yes. So let's
We do.
retroactively identify 3 more magic items from the last long rest, and you can identify 4 more this long rest.
Cool.
So how much does that leave us? Does that identify everything?
Magical
I
Root, 1, 2, 3. Magical key, black magic cloud. I think that's everything.
So
Except
that
for,
is
in
1,
theory,
2,
not the
3,
gems. Yeah.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all.
that identifies
Yeah.
everything. Okay, so the pouch filled with magical dust is dust of sneezing and choking.
oh,
The magical morning star is a +1 morning star. The magical chainmail is cast off chainmail. The
That's
magical
actually
2d6 is a
nice.
charlatan's die. 2 charlatan's die.
mhm.
The magical key is a oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but it can unlock any lock given a certain
Oh,
percentage.
yeah. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
And
I
then
know
the
what you're
black
saying.
and the black magical cloth is a portable hole.
about.
Oh, portable
Ooh, we have a
hole.
It is
portable
a portable
hole?
hole. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Interesting.
I think
I've
that's
never.
great.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Anyways, as these scarecrows burn, or sort of incinerate, can I look or tap around to see if I can see a statue, a totem?
Oh, I told you found the totem,
Yeah,
like
we
the
found
frog
it.
totem.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's only one totem though, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
only see one. Yeah, you only find one.
the other one's
Okay,
at
okay.
Blackstaff.
No, but I'm like, I'm trying to see whether, um, so
Oh,
this
no,
is
I know what
animated
you mean.
this totem. Are there anything
Oh,
else in
oh, is there anything else
the other
like
two?
like a corpse? You
Yeah.
mean it was made of a
Yeah.
corpse or something? No, no, no. You don't find like you find
Okay, okay.
like traces of dried up blood, but you don't find like body parts, for instance.
Okay, I presume that one was turned because of a totem, and maybe the other two was some other reason, as I'm padding around.
Could be. You're not quite sure. I'm like if you want to make a nature check
Yeah, I would
to
actually. Like, even
discern
if
the
there's
reason for
nothing,
why they would be magically
yeah,
animated, you can.
even if there is nothing, yeah, Basil would have a look around. Ooh, that's actually 22.
Okay. So this is what you know. With a 22, you know that scarecrows are animated by the bound spirit of a slain evil creature, granting it purpose and mobility.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hags and witches often bind scarecrows with the spirits of demons, but any evil spirit will do.
Okay, evil spread. Okay, then
Yeah,
that's
evil
nice.
spirit.
Remembering that gives me some solace.
Mhm. You know, its life force is also tied to the creator, so if its creator dies, the spirit inhabiting the scarecrow either continues to follow its last commands, or it just seeks revenge for the death, or like destroys itself.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe something happened a month ago. I sort of turned to the others. These scarecrows like these, they're puppets. They're created by a master, and if their master uh gets killed or destroyed in some way, they follow the last command or seek revenge for their master. This started happening a month ago. Perhaps someone passed away during that time, and hence the scarecrow started attacking everyone except our dragonborn friend.
Maybe.
That's a reasonable deduction.
Yeah. Perhaps we could ask him about it?
Yeah,
Okay.
is any changes to
Anyone died
the
recently?
yeah, to the farmer climate, what's going on around the farmers.
Yep.
This does
So-
seem pretty weird.
Yeah. So you guys, with purpose in your steps to ask him those questions, you guys head like in the morning, you head off towards his house, and that's where we'll end the session today.
Okay,
All right.
that makes
Okay.
sense.
All right.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye.
See you.